Adrian Rasmussen.
Gazelle Ryder.
Maureen Halligan.
Nick Anderson.
Ray Sumser.
So what inspires you about California?
So our ability to innovate, live, create, and then give. You know, the combination of just really being able to come up with new ideas, execute them, live in this beautiful place, and give back to the community.
What inspired you about the artwork that you created for Inspired by California?
So to create the artwork, I really had to figure out what California stands for, what we're all about, and connect with that. And I've lived here my whole life, so it's really easy for me to do. And it's really the amazing scenery and everything that we do. So depicted in this poster, you'll see little tastes of all that.
Well, what inspires me about California is mostly the mountains and the trees and the nature. I do a lot of bike riding, so I just get really inspired when I'm way out in the wilderness with no people around, enjoying the beautiful scenery. Well, my poster is kind of a self-portrait, and I'm obviously as tall as the state of California and kind of reaching out to it and kind of distorting as I enter the state, and that's kind of what's happened to me.
I was actually very inspired to move to California from Colorado, a Colorado native. I'd visited California multiple times in my childhood up through becoming an adult, and there's a lot of can-do attitudes. I really melded with a lot of the people and the cultures here, as well as the environment, and I think that elicits very positive thinking and a lot of forward thinking that I really appreciate. My poster is really speaking about the neighborhoods, the way that California is comprised. I actually used aerial photographs of LA and of various California neighborhoods and abstracted them to the point where they've all become one neighborhood and have really comprised the state as a unified state, and kind of in the way that very specific peoples and neighborhoods really make up a unified object of California. So
I think the main thing that inspires me about California is the vast amount of regions we have at our fingertips. Kind of like we have deserts, mountains, oceans, forests, everything that we want kind of in a really easy grasp. So we can, even in Santa Cruz, we have, most of those regions all right here. So at any point we can go to the ocean, hike in the mountains, and along with that comes all kinds of wildlife and different kinds of people. They come with all those regions, and that really inspires me. It's kind of those same things. My poster is the California Bear subdivided into all kinds of different regions, starting with cities and beaches and stuff like that, moving to the agriculture and then all the natural side of it. So it kind of encompasses not only the wildlife in the regions, but the cultures that come with it too. I have on the city side everything ranging from the top of Northern California all the way down, and I put a bunch of little landmarks, kind of like the Sundial Bridge from Redding, where I'm from. I did a lot of shout outs all throughout the poster. So kind of the way just California is all tied together, even though it's separated in all these regions, it's one whole state and everything's really connected.
Well, seems to me in California, more than most other places, you can get into a conversation, or I guess I can get into a conversation and really connect with someone. I feel like the people here are generally very open and, agreeable and willing to learn and see something new. And I'd say that's by far the best thing and the thing that really keeps me here. Well, California is also a place of extremes and real stereotypes and icons. If you think of, what's the icon for California after the state symbol, after the state shape, there's thousands. So for me, putting together a poster of California was just trying to grab 20 or 30 of the big recognizable objects that California is identified with and jamming them together in a way that I hope works.
God bless you, Kirby Scudder.
God bless you.
God bless America. California.